Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Twisted Tea Party collection from Cirque Colors. There are 6 new polishes here altogether. These are available right now, so I will link the Cirque Colors website down below. I do have a coupon/affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which will be on the screen and in the description box. 6 polishes altogether. I also have some comparisons at the end, so let's get into the swatches. I want to start this out by saying refer to these bottle shots to really see the shimmer because it did not pick up on my nails well during the swatches. This first polish is called Tart, and this is described as an acid green with pink to green to gold color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. So this is a little bit sheer in the base. The red, pink, gold shimmer stood out really nicely. It was very strong and tons of holographic sparkle. I wish that the shimmer had stood out a little better here on camera. Color built pretty well in 2 coats. It was still like kind of subtly sheer, but it's very even, so you could walk out the door like this. I would probably wear it in 2 coats myself, but not everybody's into that, so I wanted to add a third. It covered better in 3 coats, but it still had that subtle sheerness. You could see my nail line kind of just chilling under there, so not entirely opaque, but it's still better than it was with 2 coats. So that is 3 coats of Tart. The next polish is called Spoonful of Sugar, and this is described as a dusty periwinkle blue with purple to blue color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. Sheer, but great formula, very even, really good shimmer, lots of that holographic sparkle that's in there, and it's not glitter, so it's not super textured when it's dry. Formulas are kind of consistent throughout the entire collection, so I'll be repeating myself a lot here. It did build up well in 2 coats, still kind of subtly sheer, so I wanted to add a third. I got a much more solid color out of that 3rd coat. Could still see my nail line if I looked a little bit, but it wasn't as obvious as it was in the last polish. So that is 3 coats of Spoonful of Sugar. The next polish is called Hot Gossip, and this is described as a sunset orange with a red to orange to green color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. This was very sheer on the 1st coat. It kind of felt like it was just the shimmer without a base color. It was that sheer. I don't think it was, but it was that sheer. The formula still felt good, just like the other ones. It starts to build up on the 2nd coat, but is still pretty sheer. You can see my nail line very clearly there. It built up pretty well in 3 coats. You could definitely still see my nail line there, but it was a lot more subtle. The shimmer was really strong, lots of those holographic flakies, so still a little bit sheer, but it's a look. So that is 3 coats of Hot Gossip. The next polish is called Tipsy Turvy, and this is described as a robin's egg blue with red to orange to green color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. So the color here is a little bit deeper, so the coverage is a little bit better right out of the gate. I feel like this has the best contrast in shimmer as well, again, because the color is a little bit deeper, so you see that really strong orange shimmer contrasting with the blue. Because the base on this was a little bit almost more crelly-like, it did build up pretty nicely in 2 coats. I had that little bit of nail line that I could see through there, but it was very subtle, so I wasn't worried about a third. So that is 2 coats of Tipsy Turvy. The next polish is called Pinkies Up, and this is described as a medium magenta pink with a magenta to green to gold color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. So this was a bit sheer on the 1st coat. The formula is like the rest of the collection, so very nice formula, very even. The pink shifty shimmer in here is really strong, really nice. This covered really well for me in 2 coats. Some very subtle nail line if I really looked for it, but it was very minor. So that is 2 coats of Pinkies Up. And the last polish is called Jammin Out, and this is described as a vivid grape purple with blue to violet color shifting aurora shimmer and an intense scattered holographic effect. This was much more sheer than I expected it to be on the 1st coat. I thought it would be the most opaque because it seems like the darkest color in the bottle, but it was still a bit sheer. Formula, same as the other polishes, nice and even and applies really nicely. It did start to build up well on the 2nd coat, but looking at the color that I had on my nails in 2 coats versus the color in the bottle, I felt like it could be better, so I did go ahead and add a third, which deepened the color a little bit and gave me the extra coverage that I was looking for. So some slight subtle nail line, but again, no big deal. The sheer trend has finally beat me down, and I just don't feel like slight visible nail line is as big of a deal anymore. So that is 3 coats of Jammin Out. So for Tipsy Turvy and Hot Gossip, I had no comparisons to make for these ones. For Tart, I had High Society, which is much more green. It does not have even remotely the same amount of holographic flakies in there, and then also has a much more subtle shimmer. This is Pinkies Up, and then this is True Love's First Kiss. These are both the shimmer graphic finish, so they have pretty much the same amount of those holographic flakies, but True Love's First Kiss is a much lighter pink and has a like blue kind of contrasting shimmer, so nothing close there either. For Spoonful of Sugar, I have Cloud 9 here, which is much more purple, has much less of that holographic effect to it, and a different contrasting shimmer, so nothing super close there. I have Coquette, which once swatched here looks very, very pink. It's again that shimmer graphic formula, so it has the same amount of those contrasting flakies, but that's the only thing that it has in common. And this is Crying Contest, again, leaning much more purple, different contrasting shimmer, and less holographic. And then for Jammin Out, this first one is Dream Within a Dream. This is very like multi-chrome looking, so nothing comparable there. This one is Dungeons Dragon, which is again shimmer graphic, so exact same amount of holographic to it, but is a much darker, redder purple shade. Although I do think the shimmer might be the same, but still doesn't look the same. This one is Dusty Skies. This is much more blue and again, less holographic. This one here is Grimoire Glitz. This actually almost looks like a gray green in comparison here with a different contrasting shimmer. And then this is Pixie Hollow, which again is much more like blue periwinkle, less purple, and has a different contrasting shimmer. So I think You Tart is actually going to be my favorite. This reminds me a lot of a combination that I used to wear that was so complicated because I had to layer so many polishes together, and I'll have to find a picture of it. I don't have like them in front of me. I'll have to find a picture of it. But I used to wear Orly's Glow Stick, which was a white base to make the yellow pop. So white base, 2 coats, then glow stick, and then there was a Colors by Leroux polish, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like this really light, like bright neon green yellow with shimmer, and I would put that over top of glow stick, and it was the coolest combination. And this is kind of all of that like together in a polish. Granted, this is a little bit more sheer than all of those layers would have been, but so much less effort to get arguably a better look because this also has the holographic in it. So I really like this one. So that is the Cirque Colors Twisted Tea Party collection. I will again link the Cirque Colors website down below because it's available right now. I also have my coupon / affiliate code with Cirque Colors, which is on the screen and in the description box. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.